Okay, Jeffrey Langlois, Langlois Vital Nutrition Center here in Brookfield, Wisconsin. So hopefully there'll be a little link below referring to the last test and the importance of your minerals in helping you detox. Now, what in one of the downfalls on a hair test is great. It's still the most important thing is keeping your minerals high, is getting chemicals out. So here we just get to measure 5 toxic metals, okay? But there are hundreds, actually tens of thousands of chemicals in our environment that weren't in your great-grandparents' environment. So how do you measure these? They're in your body, okay? So no more denial that they're not there. And how did they get there? They're in the air, they're in the water, they're in the food, they're on your clothes, they're sprayed on your carpeting, they're sprayed on your couches. They're in the packaging of the food. You touch the food, the stuff goes through the skin, and the BPAs are all over the receipt. So when you get a receipt, this isn't a receipt, but when you get a receipt, that slippery plastic, guess what? You touch those receipts, that BPA plastic goes right through your skin into your bloodstream. Okay? So how do you measure those? Okay? One way is you work with a lab, Vibrant America. Also, Vibrant Wellness here is a lab that we can use, okay? And so this was a client. Now, this is a $200 test, okay? Environmental toxin summary. Now, this is a lady that's very health conscious for decades, and you can see here the BPA level in her body. BPA, whoops, that was a little hard, but you can see it underlined in red, and atrazine below that. Atrazine is a lawn chemical. Okay, so when they come around the neighborhood and they're spraying lawn chemicals or spraying your yard or your neighbor's yard, as soon as you can smell that, that's in your body. You can't smell it and just have it not be in your body. So those little particles float through the air and they build up in your body. Now, you're like, well, it's only a little bit. Well, let me just tell you about a little bit. Your body, how much hormone, let's just talk about your female hormone, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, thyroid hormone, the amount that these are measured in. If you go to a laboratory and have a medical test for your hormones, is measured in parts per billion, in parts per trillion. Let me give you what that means. Your body makes about 1 thimbleful, this was a thimble, of thyroid hormone in an entire year to run every cell in your body. That much. So now how much lawn chemicals or plastic off your receipt is too much? Every day you touch a receipt, twice a week, 3 times a week, you crumple it up. So when I go in, I literally just throw it in the bag. I don't want that receipt. It's coated with horrible chemicals. They figure, well, you're not eating it, but it does absorb right through the skin. So how do you test? You order a chemical report from a laboratory. That costs $200 for one test, and they only test for this many chemicals right here. Okay, it's a great test, but they don't test for that many things, and that's $200. So if you suffer from fatigue, weakness, loss of balance, depression, anxiety, dizziness, eye irritation, headaches, hearing loss, irregular heartbeat, morning stiffness, joint pain, mood swings, muscle weakness, skin rashes, sleep problems, reaction times, vision changes, memory, difficulty concentrating, abdominal pain. These are all some of the symptoms of environmental toxins, okay? This is when you go to the doctor and you don't feel good and they run blood work and you're healthy, okay? So these are all things, these chemicals can be in your body. So you can do a lab test at Vibrant America. I think it's awesome. However, what Drew does with the muscle testing and I use the computer for is we test chemicals. This is the test kit that can be tested in the body. It's a chemical, because this is a very inexpensive way to do it. I also use the computer. This is my test that I just ran today. Herbicide, you see the top three here? These are all lawn chemicals. And this is a much more in-depth test. Now this is a frequency or a reactivity test. But we have done some comparisons with this, and there's some very good high correlations. So these are chemicals found in gasoline, styrene, so paints, inks, varnishes, glues, pesticides, groundwater, okay? But the top three on my body were all used on lawns. Health effects of 30 commonly used lawn pesticides. You want to see here it says cancer, endocrine, that means hormones, reproductive, they also be hormones. Toxic to your nervous system and your brain, kidney and liver damage, sensitizer, like it's an irritant, it heightens sensitivity in your body, birth defects. These are all approved for use. So the bottom ones kill funguses, insecticides kill little insects, and herbicides kill other weeds, okay? These have all either been approved or are currently approved for use as lawn chemicals, okay? You can go to Beyond Pesticides. It's Beyond Pesticides. I think it's .org. Yeah, beyondpesticides.org, and you can get more information, okay? But I guarantee you these things are in your body, okay? Not all of them, but a lot of them. I had 3 right at the top of my list, right here. Herbicides, fungicides, and another herbicide, okay? You wonder why you can't sleep, or you're tired, or you're irritable. This is contributing, okay? Obesity, weight gain. Where is the body going to put toxins? It's going to put toxins in the fat, okay? So you got to measure these. I'm big on measurement. So you can do lab work at Vibrant. You can do a computer scan. You can have somebody do muscle testing. That's another way to do it, okay? So, but you have to get these out, and to get these out, you have to have minerals in your body so your body can create electricity to push these out on its own. If you just try and do some kind of juice cleanse or some heavy fasting cleansing thing, you're actually going to become more depleted usually, because we don't usually see high mineral levels. In fact, we never see them in people. So, all right. Thank you for your time. This is a really important one. So this is for in 2022, you're going to make a resolution to start to minimize chemicals in your life. Think about what you're spraying on your lawn. Think about what your neighbors are spraying. Think about not being outside when the trucks are moving around the neighborhood. It is not safe, okay? And that's just the lawn chemicals. We're not even talking about, like we talked about, the receipt paper, those things. And the client here that had a lot, basically, because she's not using BPA plastics in her house, so where is that stuff? Oh, it's all coated. It's a slippery plastic on your thermal receipt paper. Except here, we actually paid extra and got BPA free. It's like coated with vitamin C receipt paper. So when you come here, you're not handling those plastics. I didn't want my staff handling that BPA plastic on the receipt paper. Very important. Okay, Make it a great day. When you have your health, you have your wealth. Take care of your health, and all of your life will go better. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.